Welcome to a relatively short market update in which we're going to look at the data that has been coming out today. But before we're going to continue with the actual update, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel, like this YouTube update. Also, check out the free trade letter in which today we have been discussing altcoin setups you should be looking at. And also make sure to check out our premium membership. We still got 30% discount until the end of the year. We just launched Forex, going absolutely crazy. We are also looking at copy trading in January to be launched. My portfolio is up 10% on the month, so make sure to check that out as well. When we're looking at the data for today, we can definitely see that data came in as expected. What do we see? We do see that the core PCE price index came in at 0.2%, and also the number year on year dropped from 5 to 4.7 as expected. Inflation is definitely coming down. We are on a downwards path right now, and maybe even month to month we can become negative relatively soon as probably deflation kicks in next year. Also, we got the regular PCE coming in month to month 0.1, and we do got it year on year at 5.5. No forecast, but we dropped from 6.1 to 5.5. When we're looking at the markets, you can see actually a Litecoin here in the charts. But when we are going to look at the actual price action of the markets, we can argument that we have just had a very slight downwards move on the markets through which some levels have been tested, as you can see here. What does this mean? Well, honestly, we've got some volatility during the actual movement of the event, which gave in some price action, right? So we've got some price action kicking in here. However, the actual price of Bitcoin and the indices are doing quite well. So the DXY has been bouncing up as a result of inflation still being relatively high, but have been squeezing downhill after because inflation is coming down as more as expected, through which also indices are doing absolutely fine. What do we see? Bullish divergence, first time on Tesla. And finally, we can see a slight bounce taking place after capitulation week yesterday with the high volume jumping in. We are at a period where we could be seeing some temporary bounce taking place for Tesla as we are approaching support. As you can see here, we could be seeing some bounce taking place, and some bounce could be an argument for the markets to at least have some momentum. Nasdaq also green on the day, started significantly in the red, but we are back grinding up, probably going to close the gap just before Christmas, and then trading comes back on Tuesday. Bitcoin in itself, resistance after breakdown becomes support after breakup. So we have been discussing the level 16.6 as a crucial support. We did see this grind up, then a wick, which essentially has been taking down the entire price action here. So we've been taking down liquidity here and above, and we've jumped back up, which means support is holding here at 16.7. This would be long triggers overall, and now we're just going to look at which way the trend is going to go to. If Tesla and Nasdaq are going to have a bounce taking place here, I would assume that we're going to break through this entire region of 16.9, and then we can start overshooting towards 17.5 to 17.7k. So conclusion of this very short update, markets most likely continue to go up after inflation data coming in hot, not hotter than expected, but hotter for risk on assets. What we also can see finally are the yields, which are still running up because of the expectations that the markets are going to have some continuation on the hiking process, slight bounce taking place here, but we are on the edge of having a downwards drop, and especially the one that you should be watching in the coming period is going to be the 2-year yield. So conclusion, Bitcoin is bouncing up, most likely the dollar continues the downwards path, and we're going to look at Bitcoin continuing this momentum as we see this flip through which we most likely testing 17k in the coming days, and then the question will become whether we are going to continue this trend towards 17.5 to 17.7. I'll see you again tomorrow.